bounties today that are easier with certain heroes, but can still be done with any hero. So, for example, Book Club, obviously getting Beastmaster, pretty key here. Maybe a Lycan, some standard Necronomicon heroes. But other than that, the item's very undervalued. We want to promote some Necronomicons today.
Personally, I love the specific hero challenges. The Tusk, Walrus punch an enemy, then snowball an ally and save them. Very specific, never going to be done. I love those, Trent.
How about banish an enemy for 45 seconds straight? That was when I snapped.
I saw Walrus kick an enemy into a Darkseer's wall. It was called Field Goal. That was big.
Well, at least it sounds cool.
No, they sound amazing, but they just don't think about, like, how's anyone going to do this?
It's not very practical. Yes.
All right.
Okay. 2 Necros, though? This is easy. I don't see how any team couldn't do this every time.
Yeah,
they need their money.
If you're stomping a lot.
They got to save up for the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, it is a super important series, too. So, I mean, bounties are going to be extremely rare, I would think, in this one. Because literally every game is like make or break.
Gotta win.
All right.
Next, we have a Thanksgiving one. Reach across the table. You need those long arms. Don't want to pass you the peas. It's draft an all-ranged hero lineup.
That feels very easy.
Should be easier than the melee one, but we kind of wanted to promote some more drafting-based ones.
I cannot wait to see that if that happens. The melee was so funny, and I imagine that the range will be quite the opposite. And
quite boring.
Also make it super funny. Just imagine a team fight with only ranged heroes.
There's no one in the middle.
No true initiator, no beefy guy in the middle.
That's amazing.
All right, next we have John Cena. All heroes on your team must be invisible at once. All chat, you can't see me, to complete. Now, for example, Mirana. She's the dream here.
Oh, you weren't supposed to ruin it.
Trent. Oh, they're not listening.
This is a pick Mirana challenge.
This is a pick Mirana challenge. But if you don't have Mirana, maybe she gets banned out. You got to work. You got to get some Glimmer Capes.
Does the smoke count?
No, of course not. That's not invisible. Smoke is not invisible. No,
invisible to wards.
That's smoked.
Yeah, that is a different status entirely.
Effect smoke.
So if you don't have Mirana, this is a very, very tough challenge.
Well, you could have an Invis hero. You could have Shadow Blades. You can have Glimmer Capes.
Sure. It's still much more difficult to achieve than having a
Mirana. That's true.
For example.
Don't watch, managers. Don't cheat.
Yeah, that's right.
One ring to rule them all. This is a reference to Harry Potter, I believe. Take a ring of health and place it in the enemy fountain. Must be completed before any of your opponent's barracks have fallen. You cannot purchase the ring in the enemy base. I like this one a lot, especially because it's a ring of health, which is a very crappy item to have later in the game.
And it also has a flavor text related to halflings. So it is still related to Lord of the Rings.
Trent.
Yes.
Wow. What is a halfling?
More Master Slacks.
I believe that a golem was a hobbit. So how does it have any relation?
Well, they can't put hobbit because of copyright reasons.
So then it has no relation.
Didn't they call hobbits halflings?
Yeah, halflings are still hobbits.
In the books?
Hobbits are halflings, but not all halflings are hobbits. It's kind of a categorization thing, you know. Like
Reginald, did they do it or not?
What's that guy's name?
Reginald? Halfling are hobbits, yes? Yes. All right.
No, he said yes. All right.
Next one.
They are not the same thing.
Do it
Not
yourself.
all halflings are hobbits.
All right.
All hobbits are halflings. This is a Linnaeus category system here. All right?
Please leave it for the chat.
Do it yourself, Doom. Use both Nullifier and Orchid/Bloodthorn on an enemy at the same time. I like that one.
Very humorous.
It basically is buy a Nullifier.
Yeah.
Because nobody buys Nullifier.
Well, I don't even know what it does.
It mutes your items.
That's it?
Well, it also slows on attack.
What does that?
Kind of like a cold
What does
snap
that
without a
cost?
sun.
Like $300? That sounds like the worst item ever.
It's really
It just takes a relic and some other stuff.
A relic?
Goodness.
That might be the second best item introduced from the new patch.
Really? What was the first?
Kaya.
Kaya's the best?
What else is there? So we have Eon Disc.
Kaya.
Not that great. It's okay sometimes, but not great. We have the
Meteor Hammer.
Meteor Hammer, complete garbage tier.
I get it. Nullifier is the Tinker counter.
It's pretty good against Tinker.
Pretty good. It turns him into a walking creep. That's hilarious. All right. Anyway, Chicken Turkey. Kill the enemy courier 3 times. That's a turkey.
That's a turkey.
Wow.
So you were talking about bowling just today.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
Hopefully
turkey.
we
3
keep track
things
of
in a
that
row.
one.
Yes. Spell.
It's actually very, if you think about it, we could have upped that bounty on that one. 3 courier kills is pretty difficult,
Yeah.
especially now that you have the invulnerability.
But you also still
Whoa,
get the
it's
double
as
if you
hard
win.
as getting 2 Necronomicons, dude. Let's be real.
Ooh, that's true. That's
Let's
a
be
good
real.
point.
The 2 Necro is double the bounty
Yeah,
of
what-
killing 3
Why are these guys
couriers.
getting so harsh on the bounties when you all went out for lunch? Well, I had to do this by myself. So,
Trent,
you know what?
300 moonbucks?
I didn't do the values. They changed all the values.
All right, then that's the problem we have. Whoever
All right,
did that.
fine. All right, next. This one is definitely EG biased. Spell. All chat the casters an English word that can be spelt with the first letters of your heroes' names.
Thank you.
Order of the draft is not important. So,
Wait, hold on. Read it again
What?
for the audience. I didn't
Okay.
understand the first time.
so once the game begins, you have to all chat the casters an English word that can be
Okay.
spelt with the first letters of your heroes' names. So, you know, you take the first letter, you organize them so they're a 5-letter word, you all chat it.
This is far. I don't
I
think
still
any
don't
player would do it.
understand.
How do you not understand?
You take the first letter of each hero on your team.
Yeah, and you have to organize them so they're a 5-letter word.
But what if it doesn't combine into a 5-letter word?
You have to make one. You got to figure it out.
Zaga.
So you have... All right, this is one of the worst bounties we've had. I apologize.
Dude,
Trent,
I
what
my,
were you
my elbow is still
What were
sore
you thinking?
from scraping the bottom of the
All right,
nail.
I
okay?
apologize for leaving you alone for that long. It
Yes,
sounds like you
thank
went
you.
insane during that period and picked one of the shittiest bounties of all time.
I liked it. Now, mind you, again, it is very EG biased because it's Immortals.
Of course.
And, you know, obviously EG will hopefully
Managers
have better
can help,
English. Oh, definitely.
Anyone
Manager help
get
for sure.
Google can help?
All right, and last 2 here.
Oh, greater fortitude.
I'd like to point out that that's supposed to be a very capital ER with
Oh,
lower
okay.
grade, but I understand
everything's
the-
in caps, it
Yes,
looks
I
like.
know. I just want to really...
Have at least 50% status resistance.
What is that? What is status resistant?
It means you get stunned for less time. You need a lot of strength. Basically, pick Centaur, get
A
2
tiny.
hearts.
Wait, what?
Or Tiny, sure.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of strength, you get stunned for less time?
That's right.
Is that for real?
If you're
is
a
that
strength
new?
hero,
Is that new?
that is new, man. It's good that you're learning all this stuff before you get your
What?
badge.
What is status resistance?
He doesn't care.
What is it?
Oh, what do we have here? Thank you. Oh, my
Jesus.
God.
Oh, my
Careful.
goodness, those mugs are
Careful.
gold-plated.
Very heavy.
Oh,
Sure,
please.
why not?
Thank you, Reginald. Please
Oh,
do
goodness
this
gracious.
while
Champagne.
Purge explains status
Aim it towards
resistance.
slacks, please. Not me, please.
Oh,
No.
just pop him
I've
in
had
the
bad
face.
experiences.
Kill him.
Oh, yes.
What are they saving money on corks?
Ah.
Oh, it's not a cork. You're right.
Oh.
Well, that's disappointing.
That is disappointing. Damn you, Reginald!
Can he do anything right?
We'll get back to that. That's fine.
Well, anyway,
Wait,
so
how
yeah,
does the tiny status resistance work exactly?
he's got a talent for it too, or something.
A talent?
I can't remember.
Status resistance?
I can't believe you're having this conversation, by the way.
For how long?
Sometimes I can't tell if he's kidding. This is one of those times.
I think. Well,
Was this new in the patch?
This All right, I'm just going to say he's kidding.
we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Final bounty there.
So what if Pudge is super?
Ah, that was some powerful.
So if Pudge has a
Champagne.
bunch of stacks, you just can't stun him?
I'm so yeah. Pour me some.
Late game heroes like Centaur, Bug did like 20% status resistance. That's like 1/5 less disabled rate.
So they got to buy an Eon disc, is what Purge is telling us here.
My, Reginald, you've outdone yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, did you pour it in all 3 mugs? Reginald!
So this is your tiny challenge.
Come back in 5 minutes and do the other 2.
All right, let's get this
We're
over
getting out of
with.
control here. Cheapskate discount. If the team picks 5 heroes below 200 moonbucks each, their draft cost is reimbursed, randoming cancels the challenge. So if you're getting a little bit low here, this is a good way to maybe float some moonbucks while still getting a somewhat decent draft together.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like
Discourage randoming, you know. Not that it will work.
You know, I had
Wait,
some good and some
Sorry,
bad.
that was under what gold? What moonbucks?
200. So
Oh, okay,
that's
good.
a little bit. Now, at the start of the tournament, 200 would have got you quite a few heroes. At this point, it's a little bit,
So
you
the
know,
average hero, if you take the median, is about 250, let's say.
something like that, yeah.
So it's a slightly below average. I like it. That's a good.
be good.
See, you picked a good one there.
Well, I tried.
Good job.
You know.
you got
1
a
out of
couple
10.
stinkers in there, but
Oh, yeah, real stinkers. Yeah. You can tell which ones were at the bottom of my 10 list
yes,
there.
yes.
So, you know, the
Spell.
one that they made me get rid of was you had to buy one of each of the new items on your team. No one liked it. I thought that was actually pretty good. You had
Wait,
to
what
get
do
a
you mean?
nullifier, you had to get a Kaya, you had to get a meteor hammer,
What were the other ones?
Eon disc. Oh, there
What's
was
the 5th one? Is there a 5th one?
5th what?
New item.
Yeah, we're missing one.
It must be real bad.
Nullifier, Kaya, Spirit Vessel.
Oh, Spirit
That's the
Vessel. Okay,
one.
that actually might be the best item.
Yes, 100%.
All right, Spirit Vessel, Kaya.
Yeah.
Those are the two best.
Yep.
The bottom two are Eon Disc and
Meteor Hammer, and then
Meteor Hammer.
Nullifier is. I think
Nullifier,
Nullifier's in the
I would say-
middle, probably.
I think it's in the middle.
Yeah, we'll give it the middle.
Well,
All right, so that's the end of the bounties, and I believe we have a special guest here once again this morning. Could I see the transition?
He's got 4 fingers. What the fuck?
I've talked about this. I don't know what happened there. Nahaz, good morning.
Are you
You've
at
moved.
someone's house for Thanksgiving?
I am, boys. I'm out at my in-laws for the holiday. Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Should be a lot of fun here. But what do you guys think for today?
I think we're going to eat turkey.
I like it. So we need 2 more heroes in Midas Mode to get to 100 heroes picked, which I think would be really cool. I am really wondering whether today's teams have gotten a chance to see some of the games out of the Perfect World Minor, because some of the drafts there, in particular by the Chinese teams, have been pretty crazy. We've seen first phase Oracle. As bad as that hero has looked in recent patches, he has a winning record so far in 7.07. We saw first phase Tusk. That hero is really back. We've even seen a couple teams like Complexity actually get Meteor Hammers on Tusk to take advantage of that Meteor Hammer in the Ice Shards, which is maybe the only battle application of that item that I've seen so far that might actually be decent. So some interesting ideas coming out in the young patch here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing whether some of those will get expressed today in Midas Mode.
Excellent. What do you think about the situation with these 2 teams coming in today? These are kind of our wild teams that won't stop randoming and don't seem to give a hoot. You think we've cut that now? They won't be doing that today?
You know what? I don't think so. I think EG's got, EG has more than enough Moonbucks in that bank account. They can afford to play straight up in this series and probably through the whole playoffs should they advance that far. And that's potentially relevant, right? Because we do possibly have some tie-break scenarios coming into play. If EG loses this series, they are out. That's it. We don't need to talk about anything else. If they win, we do potentially have some tie-breaks coming into play. And remember, our third tiebreaker is that Moonbuck balance. So you guys were talking early on about Immortals and how they haven't really completed a challenge intentionally. They're going to need to get on that a little bit today. They are a team that maybe will random to save themselves a few Moonbucks if they feel that they're ahead in the series.
It all comes back to Moonbucks in the end.
It really does.
Oh,
They say money
goodness.
doesn't bring you happiness, but Moonbucks certainly do.
Who said money didn't bring you happiness? I'm an economist, baby.
That's true. He,
Good point.
it's kind of his life there. So
So are we on the speaker phone at one of your valued in-laws' house right now? Is that?
I'm sorry. Is the audio that bad? I'm
no,
sorry.
it's fine.
No.
I was just wondering if we could yell at them.
Yeah, we were just gonna yell profanities until you stopped.
My daughter is playing like upstairs. Please don't.
Time for her to grow up now. I'm just kidding. Thank you, my friend. Sunsman, any questions for our man before we let him go?
I do not. I'm just very excited for today. Should see some cool stuff and
Turkey.
Well, I'm more interested to see if Immortals are gonna just random everything. I feel like we're kind of split on the panel whether that's gonna happen or not. So.
Do you think Immortals have what it takes to win this, Nahaz? Do you think they can do it?
They gotta win. I think if they win 1 game, they're okay. But if they win 2, it's done.
I mean, I actually do think Immortals can win this series. EG has been very up and down over the last couple of months. I've talked to a number of people here recently about EG. I still think that they have the talent to be a top 4 team in the world, but they haven't shown that level of play consistently. And this Immortals team, I mean, look, anytime QO loads into a game of Dota, he's dangerous. I don't care what hero he's on.
Dangerous
I don't
for
care what
both
lane he's on.
teams.
This is a guy that over a period of time, a couple of years ago, when I first started doing Dota 2 stats, QO in his first, I think it was like 75 Dota 2 LAN appearances, averaged something like 13 kills a game. There was nobody even close to that. And
That Templar assassin.
There's not been anybody close to that. That guy is just a legit threat regardless of what hero he's on.
I still put him in my compendium every time I get like the most
Absolutely.
kills. He hasn't been paying off for me lately, but I'll keep trying. You know, one of these times he's gonna get me some Moonbucks.
Well,
so.
if Ice Frog ever brings back PA mid,
Please
Go with
don't.
your guy.
We'll be there. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nahaz. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thanks, boys.
Happy Turkey Day, buddy.
Happy
You too.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Can we zoom in on your shirt by any chance?
Yes,
Oh, yes, I would
please.
love
Ladies
that,
and gentlemen, Kennedy Space Center gave us a lot of great presents, but this is the greatest
Oh,
of all.
I love it.
May I present the Kennedy
I
Space
love it.
Kitties front and back shirt in the
Wait,
World
we need to
Space
see the
Shop.
back.
They have
now.
names. Look, Sandy and Tom.
Sandy,
Slacks, you can't
That's
tease
so
us.
nice.
Tomcat.
You can't tease us.
Is
We need
that
to see the
Major
back.
Tom himself
Turn
from the
think that
around,
might
famous
be-
Slacks.
show?
You can do it.
I
Take
don't-
off that. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to show people my butt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if my...
Ah!
God, I was baited so hard.
All right, well,
I would like that shirt.
Maybe
please.
you guys stick
don't
around and
get-
maybe
I
you'll
want
get to
it.
see the back of it.
You left my cat... You still have my cat shirt at
All
your
right,
house.
I'll trade you.
Really? You didn't throw it out?
I don't know where it is, but I'll find it for you.
Find my other cat
The
shirt.
cats might have been using it as a kitty litter, but
I hate
Okay,
There's
well,
always the
so
one.
Nahaz was just mentioning the fact that if Immortals win one game and have more Moonbucks,
Yeah.
they're going to be okay.
yeah.
Take a look at the Moonbucks here, folks.
Yes, they're not going to get more moonbucks.
They got to win this series. They got to 2-0 this thing.
Yeah.
They got to just get rid of EG, or at least win the series, obviously. They can 2-1 this series, too, and still be fine. So if you're Immortals, I think in this case, you're just going for it. You just got to win this. I don't think you care too much about the Moonbucks. You worry about the playoffs later. You got to get there. You got to beat EG.
Yeah, very deceiving graph here, if you will. or
Deceiving.
graphic. EG with 11,000 moonbucks. They have yet to win a series.
I like how we still sort by
pretty
Moonbucks.
crazy.
'Cause
I
that's
know,
what's
I
really
important
do.
here.
That's what matters, you know?
Mid or feed, it looks like they're doing okay.
What is
Oh,
that
wait.
0316 over there? Is that important?
Yes, that might be the game breaker right there. Na'Vi, though, 5,700 moonbucks.
Yeah.
They spent a lot.
They really did.
They had to live, and they did their job. They made it. They made it to the semifinals.
How about Liquid, though? How do you manage to come out with the most Moonbucks and be completely undefeated? They looked unstoppable. They did, they just did all the bounties. They random some heroes, but they also picked some heroes. Very nice balanced draft. They so far definitely the MVPs of the tournament.
They started
for
the
good
trend
reason.
of 4 randoms into Bounty Hunter.
Well, that was a
great
mid or
meta.
feed disaster.
That was an incredible meta. You know, though, why Liquid is doing so well? We don't have any Chinese teams in this tournament. That's
Yeah.
all that stopped them in their rise to glory at TI. They're
Right.
kryptonite, if you will.
Yeah,
are the
not like
Chinese
they
teams.
won it 3-0 against a
It
Chinese
was
team or anything.
Superman also wins, but he has a kryptonite. I'm just saying, it slows him down. Next time, we got to get some Chinese teams.
Why don't you go back to
Actually an
studying
okay
up
analogy.
status resistance, maybe? That might be good, I
Excuse
think.
me?
Yeah.
Do you like status resistance?
So Pudge is just unstunnable at the end of the
Unstunnable.
game.
Can't do
Yes.
it. 100% status resistance.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
100%.
Every game. Don't
Wow.
tell him anything, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. But maybe you'll have to hop on some Pudge picking.
How many people are watching that aren't familiar
With GG bet odds?
with GG Bet?
Bet?
I was going to say Thanksgiving, but why not? This works just as well.
Do you
Okay.
What are the
not
odds
have-
here? What is that,
If this was 2 weeks
1.2?
ago or something and you saw these odds, I think you would be like, wow, really? Like, that seems,
What, 3.33 for
Yeah.
Immortals?
yeah. I feel like I would have guessed a little higher maybe,
Yeah.
like 4 or 5.
How dare you?
I
well,
mean,
this
part of
is-
it might be the unpredictability of Midas Mode.
Whoa.
also true.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can bet on anything here, as
we
you can
got
see,
here?
though, over there on gg.bet.
You can race to 10 kills on Immortals. These guys are like the kill champions.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
map
The series
one.
that they won, they just ran.
This
was
is
it
like free
40
money.
kills in 20 minutes or something?
That's pretty cool. You can bet on different little aspects here, specific stuff as far as how long the game is. I think they change from game to game as well at times.
Yeah, you
It's not
got
always the same.
game-specific, series-specific,
Yeah.
specific, all those kind of things there. How about this little graph up top here? That's more than a pentagon. How many? What is that, like 12 sides
That's
or something
a
here?
decacon.
I think we might be above it.
That's a decacon. Hey, guys,
That's
look what you can do.
Necronomicon, I think.
I think that is a Necronomicon.
Look, a monocle can be Illuminati.
Oh, wow. How do you hypnotize people? Is that how you do it?
Oh!
No, not with that voice. You can't hypnotize. That'd be the worst
That's
hypnotism.
your Aren't you supposed to soothe people?
No, I'm gonna be
Not
real.
get near
So I originally went to school for psychology, and I wanted to be a therapist. And when we were testing me out on clients, like doing clinical psychology, my voice is actually so annoying. It does not help. Like if you're sitting there and I'm like, "Tell me about your problems," they're like, So I had to
Your
move.
voice is my problem.
I had to move to neuroscience just because I couldn't calm down any of the test people.
Not soothing enough.
Is that actually true?
It's true. I mean, imagine if I was your therapist and you're going through like you're about to have like suicidal tendencies, and I'm like, don't do it. They're like, oh, this is the push I needed.
Jesus Christ.
Sad. It's a sad story.
Oh.
But anyway.
But back to the subject at
Back
hand,
to
my friend.
Thanksgiving,
Yes.
which it is.
It is thanks. So something
Oh.
I had forgotten in my school days is when Thanksgiving actually occurred. I thought it was the last Thursday of the month, but in fact, it's the 4th Thursday, in which this month has 5, which is why it's
5
so early
Thursdays.
this year. Yes.
Wow.
Gracious. What do you think about Thanksgiving as a Canadian? Because you
Well,
celebrate it a month earlier.
We do. We have our own Thanksgiving. It's in October.
Why
do?
why do you
What do you
pick your own
celebrate?
date?
I don't know. We just.
You don't know what you celebrate? You celebrate
it's
our
giving
victory?
thanks to all of. It's actually like kind of weird. It's like a big thanks to Canada. I guess it started out as this kind of.
Thank you.
It is. It's like it's
Canada.
basically like this being
Oh,
thankful for where you live kind of a deal.
Shut
I ended
up.
up looking up the Wikipedia for it a while back. So
You had to,
I just started
you
doing.
had to Google what
Well, I was
Thanksgiving.
curious if it was the same as you guys, because you guys are thanking like the Native Americans for like helping you out
Oh,
and
we
all that
are?
kind
I
of
didn't know
stuff.
that. I
Yeah.
thought we were just thanking whoever bought the food for tonight.
No,
Yeah.
they taught us how to make corn. Maize.
You know, they actually they
Maize.
put corn in everything. Like literally.
Do you know what always bothered me?
Cornmeal.
You guys know corn mazes, which are things that are around this kind of time of the
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, maize is corn, but no one makes the pun with M-A-I-Z-E.
Right. Because there's no Z in the alphabet.
Okay, whatever.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z! That's not how it goes, Trent! All right.
That's how it goes.
Reginald!
Thank you for coming. Thanks.
Bring the dictionary.
Jesus H. All right, anyway, back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's, I mean, so.
Immortals is going to be 10 to 15 minutes late.
Oh, right.
We can fill.
boop, boop, boop,
We have no
boop,
problem
boop.
filling.
It looks like we got a little call in here. Immortals is going to be 10 to 15 minutes late here,
Thank you,
folks.
Reginald, for screwing that schedule up again.
Shout out.
Perfect.
Shout out to our team manager over here.
Don't put me on camera. I'm wiping my nose.
Zoom in, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, could we just.
We need to see how
come
successful
on.
this
Thank
is.
you for Kleenex. Ah, the greatest
thankful?
invention known
You're
to
thankful.
man.
Oh,
I
that's
am.
great.
But no, back to Thanksgiving.
Back to
dinner.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
But can we settle on the whole corn maze
Oh,
thing? Because I
I
really
thought
think
this-
like that's underutilized.
I'm sorry, I
so
got-
if you out there have a corn maze, please make the pun. It's so easy. It's just there.
Yes.
Anyway,
if you
continue.
at home
Fine.
on your farm
fine.
are
Thank you.
watching this program, if you in your Amish community have fired up the old wheelbarrow to start the stream, make sure to fix your goddamn corn mazes.
Oh, look what we have here. Massdrop.com. Great segue, Reginald.
Thank you so much for the warning there. Wow, Matchdrop.com. You know
You can
today-
get lawnmowers on massdrop.com
You sure
to make
can.
your corn
Oh,
maze.
look at that watch.
Ooh, some shoes.
Is that a glycine double 12?
Holy shit, this is a limited time
That's like
Thanksgiving
20
sale.
hours or 20 minutes?
That's 20
Oh.
minutes.
Oh,
Is that
boy.
minutes or out?
Oh.
Reginald, it's hours. All right, you got
20
time.
hours.
Don't panic.
Oh. This is a limited edition. Whoa.
Wait, go back, Reginald. Go back. I like that table.
Oh, it's got free shipping.
I
Can
wanna
I
see
see
the-
the
oh, the
table?
table.
Is that a piece
Oh.
of wood?
Oh!
Click on it. Oh!
But it's a wrist rest for your
What is it?
keyboard.
Oh, okay. Now it
Oh.
makes more sense once you read.
Yeah.
Wrist
Once you read
rests
the description.
dramatically reduce the pressure on wrists with a nice pair of wood.
And they pair nicely with a keyboard aesthetically.
Yes.
Oh.
If you have
Oh.
this might be for you.
Okay, that actually is much cooler than I thought it was.
Look, it's got felt on the bottom so it
I
doesn't
believed
slide.
it was simply a plank of wood.
Oh, yeah, this table. Oh,
Now
these
that-
are
that's
sick.
a
Oh, look at
standing
these
table.
colors.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Is that a Thanksgiving
yes.
sale?
It
Is there a sale today, Reginald?
We've been over this.
There's 100 and...
This is the Thanksgiving sale.
Look how much money
It
is
says
off.
Thanksgiving sale at the top, I believe.
I'm just reiterating.
That's
Oh.
1,000. Do you guys have a $1,000 watch?
Oh, shit, the socks, dude.
Oh, shit. Those are our socks that we've been showing this whole time. No, wait. That's the
And
darn
could you
tough
check the
one.
description, please, just to see maybe if there's certain keywords?
Is this one quick drying? Is this
Made
one
in
supple?
Vermont. I hear they make great socks there. Makes sense.
Yes.
It doesn't say
Vermont.
supple.
When I think of Vermont, I think of socks.
I
don't know about
agree.
You guys.
They hike. They got mountains.
Help. Help. All right, great. Those are some nice socks. Thank you.
Uh,
Oh, hello, I'm Mr. Midas, and I'm here for Matchdrop.com, the community marketplace that Oh, hello there. You're a nicer wool outdoor sock, aren't you? Smooth curves, comfortable exterior, quick drying. Yes, I've seen your kind on Matchdrop.com before. The community speaks very highly of you, and you're quite affordable. In fact, if you're an outdoor enthusiast quite like myself, you would love a sock just like this. So head on over to Matchdrop.com, sign up, and join our community of enthusiasts. As for me, I think I'll be testing this particular sock out tonight. Duh.
It never gets old. It really doesn't.
It's beautiful.
Neither do these Matchdrop socks.
They got durability.
That's the same
like Vermont.
sock that Mr. Midas was talking to.
Yes.
This can be
It looks
yours.
quite used, but that's fine. You can always wash it, my friends. That's the beauty. So can we get back to the subject we've been trying to get to for the past 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Is it your hat?
Thanksgiving. Well, yeah, kind of my hat, I
Okay,
guess.
perfect.
What do you guys think of, like, first of all, is there any difference in the Thanksgiving dinner between Canada?
I don't think so. We do the same stuff.
Turkey?
Except the turkey, and not everyone's not so obsessed with turkey. I don't think.
Yeah,
like
people
we
are
do,
really
like
obsessed.
we don't do. Like I've done chicken, I've done ham, I've done. It doesn't have to be a turkey.
All right.
Turkey's definitely the most common one. But if you went to someone's house and they weren't serving turkey, you wouldn't be like, "Dear God, what have you done?"
Turkey and ham are kind of the two staples.
Okay.
I can't say I've ever had a chicken. Last year it was pretty bad. We went to Denny's for Thanksgiving.
Wow, really classy.
And
Very nice.
I had a burger.
Unless. Now, Denny's, this could be positive if you want to check out Midas Mode, too. I went to Denny's, and it was amazing. See the difference?
No, but the thing is, we went there, and everybody, you can just tell they were super depressed to be working on Thanksgiving. I actually felt bad going there, knowing that they had to serve me during Thanksgiving.
They would have been getting extra pay,
a
though.
burger.
Right?
Still, nobody, like, you're taking away time from the family.
So
if
what?
they
Some
have
people
any.
hate their family.
May I tell a
It's
story?
true. Maybe they work at Denny's.
I have a
for
very
reason.
similar story. I got home from a trip one time, and Cheese picked me up at the airport, and it was about 11 o'clock at night, and it was like Christmas Eve or something. And we were driving around. I was starving, and we went to a Denny's, and there was only one person working. And when she went to take our order, she was like, "What can I?" She started crying.
Oh,
And then we
goodness.
were like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I just can't be home with my girls tonight because no one would cover my shift." And I'm like, "Oh shit! Oh
God.
shit!" Anyway, terrible service. I
I
didn't tip.
No,
Don't cry over my Denny's happy face breakfast.
Tipping is a very weird custom as well.
Ah.
Especially when you go from country to country. Everybody has different stuff, and
Yeah.
you never know what you're supposed to. There needs to be like a handbook on
Yeah.
what you're supposed to tip
Yeah.
for.
All right. I know
Yeah.
that the entire system of tipping is completely screwed up,
Yep.
and it's American capitalists saying like you don't have to pay your employees. But I will say, as a person who's lived in America his whole life and has recently started being a worldwide traveler, it is the correct system. If you
It's
go
the
anywhere
correct
else in
system.
any other freaking nation, the service is god awful. You go to any restaurant in Europe and the German waiter is just like, "Do you want your water?" And then he gives him a water and then you drink it. He's fucking gone. See him in an hour, maybe. Maybe you'll get your food, maybe. They don't have any reason to do anything. In America, they're like, "Oh, I see your water's 3/4 slow. Here's your food
Yeah,
immediately."
but there is a point of
There's
got
gotta
to
be a happy
overboard.
medium, yeah.
because they come back. I'm trying to have a conversation. They come back every 30 seconds trying to just ask me a stupid ass question I've already answered 20 fucking times. Happy
Like what?
Thanksgiving, by the way,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving. If you have to work tonight and you're a waiter, rip.
Sorry.
Rip.
Rip. I've
But
been there several times.
What do you guys think of Thanksgiving food in general?
I hate it.
What?
I'm
I
kind
hate
of on the same
turkey.
board.
It's it's
Yeah.
like a fucking desert of birds.
Yeah, I agree.
You bite into it as
What?
and it makes
How-
you,
you guys never had a good turkey?
it tries to
What are
turn
you
your
talking
body
about?
off. It
Turkey-
fills you with neurotoxins.
no.
I thought you didn't like turkey. What is
Turkey on Thanksgiving is good. The meat, it's fresh turkey. It's good turkey. This is the turkey you should be eating. What I can't stand is turkey lunch meat. That's turkey lunch
You
meat.
did not just go. That's
terrible.
No, that's the only good lunch meat.
No.
Oh,
No,
hell
turkey
no.
lunch meat is
Pepper turkey is the best.
No.
Do you eat
no.
bologna?
Think
Do you
about
eat
all the other
ham?
ones.
It's god awful.
Pastrami.
Okay, pastrami's fine.
It's
sure.
delicious. Why would you have turkey?
You can.
We're talking to a motherfucker
fresh
who eats
turkey
beets.
is good. Yeah, I like beets.
it
Thanksgiving,
was
grab
radish.
your beet.
Wasn't it
and
radish?
A turnip.
Well, he
Turnip,
eats
yeah,
and
whatever.
turnip. There's a lot of roots in
Instead of
Canada,
apples.
right? The soil.
The soil
it's
is
cold. You got to get the beets.
Do you use like a radish paste on the turkey? Is that why you like it so much?
No, I like the bacon strips over the turkey or chicken. That's
Sure.
my favorite Thanksgiving tradition.
I mean, anything with bacon's probably.
Well,
gonna be
obviously.
That's
I mean,
the point,
just-
though. That's the thing
just
about
true.
turkey. People are like, oh, well, turkey's great with gravy, or if you deep fry it, or if you cover it in bacon. Basically, if you do anything to mask the shittiness of turkey, it's a
Nah.
wonderful food.
No, turkey's good.
good. Yeah, turkey's got off.
Nice,
But pumpkin
fresh
pie,
turkey. Oh, nice
on
and
the other
moist.
hand, and cranberry sauce. That's what makes Thanksgiving great. Mashed
Okay.
potatoes.
Yeah, cranberry's good.
Pretty much everything
You guys
except
have
for turkey.
like mustard pickle? You guys do mustard pickle?
No, I've never even heard that. What?
Mustard pickle?
My
you
brain
guys,
is
some people out
overloaded.
there
That
know
sounds
what
like
I'm
such
talking
an
about.
American
You know, it's like
thing.
that big thick relish. We call it mustard pickle.
Why don't you just call it relish?
Tell
What
us.
are we thankful for, guys? Put on the sad music, Reginald.
How about inspirational? Does it have to be sad?
I mean,
the
just
sad violin gets me pumped up, man. It gets me pumped.
play that song they almost played before they died on that Titanic.
Does not sound like sad violin.
I'm
Reginald,
today.
don't screw it up.
Oh, so should I
Oh,
wait for
wait,
music?
just play
Yes,
the
we're
turkey.
waiting. There we go.
There you go. Can we have the turkey back, please?
Yes, bring our turkey back.
Yes, it's very
Wait,
important.
just play Turkey in the Straw. That's a great Thanksgiving song.
All right.
Are we going to kill the turkey?
There he is.
That's a good boy.
Yeah, this is some thankful music. Thank you. I am thankful for
Yeehaw!
my luggage arriving this time.
Oh,
I'm not wearing
congratulations.
weird shirts. I get to wear my actual shirts, and it didn't get lost. It was a miracle that I
Yes.
found my luggage. Like, we were leaving Croatia. I go to the airport. We're checked in for the flight out, and then I say, you know what? I'm going to go check one more time. And I go up to the desk of lost and found, and I give the guy my paper, and he's like, yeah, your bag is... And he's like looking at this list. When he's looking at my paper, he goes, yeah, your bag is here. And I think he means just on the list. And I was like, on the list? Or is it like here? And he goes, bag is here. And he takes me out back. My bag showed up like 4 hours before we were leaving.
Congratulations,
Up
Trent.
top, I'm
That's my
thankful
boy.
for having my luggage back here, guys.
I am thankful for Totino's pizza rolls.
Don't you sell
Man.
out. They refuse to sponsor the turkey.
Oh, they're gonna sponsor sooner or later. And on to you.
Why
This is
the
such a
turkey
wholesome
standing
thank you.
in the bacon? Get
Oh,
out of
this
there.
turkey's all over the
Get
place.
out of here,
I'm
you
the
little
superior
bastard.
meat.
Oh,
Wow.
He's really
Look
enjoying
at that balance.
that knee of yours. Gracious.
Oh, my goodness. He's so sweet.
He heard what you said about turkeys and how much you love them. I think he took it the wrong way, my friend.
That's okay. He's a nice guy.
All right, Slacks here. Oh,
Oh,
are you
I'm
thankful for the game
thankful for
starting?
this game.
All right,
Getting started.
beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for our bumper. Here it is. OG versus...
That's the wrong teams. Let's go! Woo!
Versus.
All right, who won the auction?
Oh,
EG 3
whoa.
to 0.
What is this? Why is EG banning Puck? I thought EG liked Puck. And they have first pick, so they're not comfortable taking it straight up, but they don't want the
Oh, gotta get it right. EG versus Immortals.
Versus.
Oh, begin.
Good, we didn't say anything.
Reginald, could you please sort by pick price like every other game?
That's band price.
Incorrect choice. It is a 50-50, thank
We're going to
you.
need a new Reginald here soon.
Reginald has just been abused to the point
He's
of
had too much turkey.
inoperable. He can't do
He's
it.
got the tryptophan. Is that
He
right?
cannot be operated on any longer. No vasectomy for Reginald, unfortunately.
All right, let's
I don't excrete.
let's eye up this bounty here, guys. So we had the under 200 moonbucks. That is not under 200 moonbucks.
Oh, my.
I
take
told
EG
you
are
these guys
serious.
wanted to win. I
They
told
do.
you, except for Immortals. They chose not to ban anything, so maybe they just need to save
Well,
money.
they got to conserve. That's
Yeah,
fair.
they do have to conserve.
Well, does this start the trend of them not randoming? Seeing that Bane has been picked up, serious business
Yeah.
being showed here by
I
EG.
think they still have to conserve moonbucks. I don't think a first random is
Oh,
awful.
they picked here? Oh,
Okay.
never mind. They randomed one.
Okay, can I just say, why would you pick
Yeah.
the Tusk first and then random? Is there any logic there?
No, there's
Like, why? What if you random
the
Tusk?
doing thing is inefficient.
All you're doing, you're taking away the chance of randoming another good hero that you just wanted anyway.
That was pretty stupid.
There's no reason. I mean, you can pick around the roll.
I think they're trying to confuse their enemy. EG, as you can tell, are just flabbergasted by this choice. They have no idea what to pick now. They have no idea what to do.
We'll pick first, and then we'll random.
All right, Marana, the
Hey!
old tried and true.
Thanks
All
a
right.
lot, Trent. You just
What?
gave them 3 points, you idiot.
Oh, they're going to pick Marana anyway. They love
Oh,
Marana.
come
This is
on.
going to be the all-range lineup for EG.
Watch them not all chat it. That would be
I
impressive.
think Immortals is going to do the all-melee challenge, even though it's not today. They looked at the old list.
Maybe
they finally
think
caught up
that.
to the old list.
Maybe they take that bounties crossover per day. Let's look at the day one bounties. We haven't done any of those.
Yes.
Oh, no.
All right, so Marana, Arrow into Bane. Nightmare, of course, very old-school
Tried and
combination.
Remind me who's on the cheapskate discount, please.
true. Anything under
Can we
200.
click on that?
Oh,
one,
can we
buddy?
hover that?
Does
Does
it
that
work?
work?
Maybe.
Reginald?
Let's see if Buka has gone to work
It's
here.
a last
Very
one,
bottom.
Reginald.
It doesn't look like it highlights, but it's below 200. Buga didn't put in the effort.
Wait, does elimination mode highlight? That would be...
That would be too much work.
I
Come on
highly
now.
doubt.
We can't be that mean.
All right, that's fine.
We're going to have a little paper. We'll take notes.
All right.
We'll keep
Okay,
track.
whoever's doing that, congratulations.
We got some mock job today.
Happy
You're not getting
Thanksgiving.
paid for it.
That sounds like a Reginald job.
What? All right, we got another random from Immortals.
They're
so
getting very lucky here. They got Dazzle and Tusk. This is actually a
Why would they
legit
do
support
this?
a
duo.
normal team would be like, okay, let's stop here. That's actually very lucky of us.
Yeah.
But Immortals, they're going to keep randoming.
They're
And their
immortal.
lineup is going to turn from gold into absolute shit.
Well, you see, this worked on them. That's why they're doing it. When VGJ did it to them, they were like, oh, shit, we got a random too. We have to see if EG's mental will is strong enough to ignore these randoms and go straight for the win.
Immortals also lost 480 moonbucks for being 8 minutes late.
Oh, my goodness.
Reginald, don't tell me that.
Reginald has now told us that they lost 480 moonbucks for being late.
Immortals, you.
And elimination mode
Oh.
will work in the second game. Heroes that are out.
Oh.
Wow, Buka's actually going to do it.
All right, so the elimination mode little graphic will work once we hover over it, starting next game.
Oh, Immortals.
Buka's the best.
They
He
lost. They have the least amount of money on everybody, and they lose
Oh, I love this
$500.
EG.
Yeah, this is all range, man. 100% they're going all range.
Yeah.
Lena's very cheap.
So, do you think that might be a Lena 4? It's possible. I mean, it could just be for Sumail in the mid,
Yeah,
but
it could be anything. Could be literally any position.
Now, this is-
literally.
This is dangerous.
Yes, literally.
No.
Literally.
Literally.
I mean, I guess you're right. It could.
Oh, so literally, I was correct. Thank you, Trent.
Oh, no. They got lucky again, though. Well, did they?
Okay, yeah, they fucking
What did I tell you?
just let them go.
What did I tell you?
They don't know what's happening.
EG, show them what's up.
EG, help them.
I just love how they picked the Tusk. Like,
Okay,
what
so
stopped them?
apparently we have an all-ranged versus all-melee random game.
I wonder how that's going to go.
Probably
goodness.
great.
Team ban.
Oh, the Dark Willow stayed in for
now
that
we're
line. I didn't
talking.
even realize.
Wow.
Pangalier's still there, too. Pretty expensive, though, 421.
Good to see EG taking this series pretty seriously. They really want to win. They have to win both games, and looks like they're wanting to do it. Although I don't feel like this ranged challenge is going to be too hard for them, thanks to Immortals picking all melee heroes. So
Yes, it might be a freebie for them. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited to hopefully see, although I don't know if we will, a Dark Willow mid for Sumail. That would be sick. But probably
how
not.
could that work?
What do you mean, how could it work? It's Dark Willow.
I mean, sure, but
Reginald.
it could work.
Could I have that book over there?
Bring him the Tome of Knowledge, please.
Thank you. I also require a writing implement.
Bring him the Scribe of Sicily.
Preferably a fountain pen. Where's the inkwell? Who has ripped the Tome of Knowledge?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't show it to the turkey. He'll know too much. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
EG versus
woo,
Immortals.
yeah.
Woo!
I got it.
Oh,
Oh.
that's like, you just blue balled me right there. Freaking Reginald.
Quite the notes in here.
Jesus. All right, so looks like EG has the final pick. What rounds them out nice? We'll assume that Dark Willow is a support for now.
We assume
along
it's a
with
ranged
Bane.
hero.
What's the tankiest ranged hero?
Actually, it might be a core. it
Probably
might be a core
Jakiro.
Dark Willow.
Probably Jakiro, yeah. Jakiro, the tankiest core.
I think it might be a position 5 Lena.
You think so?
Position 4 Bane.
I could see that Lena going mid, personally.
Could. Then where would you put Marana?
Off lane.
Radiant team.
All right, there's a Razor.
There's a tanky.
Against melee heroes, pretty good, one would say. You know
All
what's
right.
really good
Well,
for
they-
Immortals
EG
maybe
is
another
not
random.
making a word.
Oh, you try BMLDR?
We'll see what they come up with. But very interested interested to see. I mean, why the Razor? They could have got the challenge right there. I really thought they were going for it.
You need vowels to make a word.
No, I mean, like, Razor is.
Oh, you're right. I
ranged.
just realized you're right.
Yeah, he is melee.
No, what, Razors, man?
He has a whip.
If Immortals pick a hero that starts with E, they could spell dense.
What are you talking about? All right, we're going to need a confirmation here. I'm 90% sure
I can't tell
Razor-
if you're kidding.
He's 100% right. He's 100%.
He's not ranged. He has a whip.
He is ranged. He is ranged, my friend.
He has a whip.
That's why he sometimes gets Hurricane Pike.
But he has
Dragon
a whip.
Lance is not good on melee heroes. At least that's what I've heard. You know, can't confirm.
Is he actually ranged?
He is.
Yeah, he's
That
ranged.
doesn't make any sense. He has a whip.
Do you know who else is a great
I mean,
range?
So Monkey King is
No,
a
all right.
ranged hero?
So I do understand your point, because in Dota 1 it was much more clear. It wasn't really a whip as much as it was like kind of a lightning bolt. So there was some separation
That
between.
makes more sense.
But in Dota, I agree. Dota 2, it is weird that it's a whip and there's no, like, it's connecting, right?
He is holding the weapon, which hurts someone else. That is not a ranged attack. That is a whip.
But technically
But is
speaking,
it one
is
solid
ranged.
weapon, though? Because doesn't it, like, shoot lightning out that
No.
touches people?
No.
It's not a fully static whip, is it? Doesn't it kind of like...
It feels more static than Dota 1, that's for sure.
well, he's...
I can't. But lore-wise, I just cannot justify.
You know whose value in this bounty is Troll, because he starts ranged. And same with Lone
correct.
Druid. Those are some
Yeah.
mega value ranged heroes.
I'm sure Immortals is going to not random and pick Troll. Just
Well, they don't have a challenge.
I mean,
left.
they're waiting. They have 2 minutes to random here. What do you think they will do? What do you think they'll get with that random, my friends?
They gotta
How about a
recover
Medusa?
this.
A
I-
3/2/2. Perfect.
I
Let's
think
see
their
it.
biggest problem is probably just the Naga core. I don't think you really want to run Naga core these days, but then your only other option is to either run this Dazzle mid or run the Tusk as an off lane. So we got some issues.
I mean, this might be a good game. If it is a Naga core, I think Mirana gets Ags this game.
Quick, act now before you see
have
the end
no
of this
wave
Immortals draft. Get those GG bet odds in.
yes. Get
Get
those.
it.
It's not going up. I can tell you that
GG's
much.
bet. This is the last chance.
Or if you want to live dangerously with the bounty on 'em, they did it again.
They've done it again. The liquid meta.
It all comes together.
The bounty hunter.
Gracious. The 4 melee lineup
Oh, wow.
with a lone Dazzle.
Well, neither team is making any English words. I can tell you that much.
Oh, we'll see about that.
So much for the lame bounty. Not so easy, is it?
I literally don't think
Wait,
even
what's
if
the
it
word?
could work, they
What's
would
the
do
word?
it.
We got Slimbe,
That's
yeah, and Blunder.
close to a word.
Blunder.
Close.
It's pretty close.
No words here today,
A
guys.
blunder like the draft from Immortals. But we have seen the precious pick random 4 heroes. I guess I'll pick bounty option be successful
Yes.
before.
In fact, I
Quite.
think it's won every single game.
Oh, look at this.
But-
A little refresher on the bounties
Yeah,
for
they
you,
changed
too.
it up, though. They picked their first hero, remember?
Right.
It wasn't 4, it was
Right.
3
They
randoms.
did make sure to secure that Tusk, even though they could have randomed the Tusk. But they did want to not put it to chance.
Yes.
So, yes, what a wonderful...
What a wonderful, wonderful.
He doesn't.
Wonderful,
He doesn't know.
wonderful.
I'm thankful for these two teams picking at least some heroes. Look, 2 out of 5. That's more than I expected out of Immortals, to be honest.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
can't be too disappointed here.
Wow, look how much money EG actually spent on this draft. That's a huge deal. They have to win these games, but also they have to go to the semifinals and the finals. It's a long road if they plan to be winning a lot of games here.
Look how much
so.
they got back, though. They got, what, $16.95? So they got 600 moonbucks back just for making this draft. And if they win, this draft will only end up costing like 400.
Wow.
Value. That's what we call value on
I believe so.
Thanksgiving. Almost a
Yes.
Black Friday value. But
What?
Not quite there
Almost,
yet.
because we're not quite yet.
Not
That's
quite there, my
tomorrow.
friends.
So.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Turkey.
Get
You're
this
back. Hey, get
disgusting-
that turkey away from the champagne.
What is that thing on the turkey's
Yeah,
face
it is,
about?
It's really disgusting.
Does anyone know what that? Hey,
Oh, it's gone.
Bring him back.
I think it's his ball sack.
I don't think that's how it works.
I think his ball sack's on his face.
Why? That seems like a very poor evolutionary choice to have the most
Oh,
sensitive
so
organ
he's over here. Sorry.
dangling from the
Oh.
face.
It's
There you
next
go.
to his gullet. It makes a lot of sense.
He's
so
just
that he
resting
can
on the
eat
knee
his
there.
own
Just
balls
hanging
and
out.
die. Is that?
Just, hey, it's a defense mechanism. If you're about to die anyway.
See ya! Just in case you're about to die, you can go out in literally the worst imaginable way.
At least you do it by your own hand or mouth in this case.
Do you think it's like a lizard where he can like, just drop it and run away?
What is that
That
thing?
would
What
be-
does it
that would be
do?
great. I
What
don't
does
know.
that dangle little guy do?
Well,
wish
when
I
you
knew
find
the
out, don't
history.
forget to tweet at Sir Action Slacks.
Thing that makes the noise.
It's
Oh,
the
it
thing
makes
that
the
makes the noise. That's what Reginald
Oh.
thinks.
I don't
Oh, look,
trust
he
that.
likes that.
Reginald's an idiot.
Oh.
Oh!
The teleportation
He didn't like
comes
that.
back.
All right, well, you can see our... Well, we can check out some of these rolls here. It does look like it'll be Arteezy on the Dark Willow.
All right, at one position, even better.
One
I like
position,
that.
Dark
The real
Willow.
mystery is certainly going to be Immortals, though. They can pretty much do anyone in any role up top there. But we'll leave that to our casters. As we fire it on over, it's going to be Mott and Brax taking it away for you guys.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into our last day of the group stages here for Midas Mode. I want to thank you all for joining us here, especially on Thanksgiving if you are an American. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Brax. How are you feeling, buddy?
Thank you, Mott. That was lovely. I'm feeling fantastic. It is Thanksgiving, and we have quite the draft from both teams. The all-range lineup from EG, and then the, well, I'm not going to use that appropriate word to describe their lineup because, yep, they just have a lineup.
They have something.
You mute to a broadcaster?
Yes, I thought I already muted it. Oops. It's already muted. I don't know where the echo's coming from.
Maybe check your output device, make sure it's the capture card.
It should be.
Well,
In the meantime, you guys are going to see this, which is great.
Maybe just have to retoggle it.
The output device is the correct one, so I don't know what's going on. There's nothing different about today.
2
I don't
months?
think. I don't know. Well, I don't know what the issue is, but all right, cool. Game, like you said, they have a lineup for Immortals. They have something going on, that's for sure. They have the off-lane bounty hunter for Forev. This is what you were telling me when we were
Yep.
looking at the draft, so should be pretty interesting.
You know, their lineup's actually not that bad against these range heroes, right? Tusk, Bounty Hunter, even Sven, very good at getting on top of these range heroes that like to... They don't really like to fight in their face, right? Razor does, obviously, but Lina is not a hero that likes people getting on top of her. Same thing with Bane, probably the Dark Willow as well.
Right. Could be pretty interesting. Now, it's important to note both of these teams need at least one win in order to not guarantee themselves a spot in the next round, but at least get them vying for it. VGJ Storm has 3 wins currently. EG and Immortals both have 2, as far as I know. So if one team loses this series 2-0, they're just out of it altogether.
Very important series for both of these teams to continue moving on in Midas Mode. So, this is the Arteezy Dark Willow, huh? He's been playing it a lot in pubs.
Yes.
I have no idea how well it's going to do in the safe lane when he gets ran at by heroes like Bounty Hunter, Naga, Tusk possibly rotating in.
I think he played it in a series earlier in Midas Mode, I want to say. I'm almost certain he played it, in fact. And he got ran at, and I think he did pretty well, things considered. But remember, this is the all-range lineup, which, again, we were talking about the Razor pick as well, Universe. He's in the off-lane, so another hero that's kind of like, well, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah. So Razor's interesting, right? It's not a very typical offlane hero because he doesn't do very well on his own, but at least he'll be able to keep some supports bottom lane, right? Dazzle won't want to leave this lane pretty much ever, or else Sven's going to have a hard time, so there's that. And when there's a Bane, too, then it becomes a super strong lane.
Yeah, that seems kind of rough. If you're Immortals, and they're just going to get ran at. Divine 5 is gone. I love the all-chat from both of these teams. Immortals, they've kind of lacked in the all-chat in the last couple of games, but now that they've got a EG, woo, there's a lot of talk going on, especially about the new MMR. 6.7K for Sumail, apparently. He was tweeting about it.
the resolution
Yeah.
fucked up.
Is it?
Try to change it to 1080p.
It's because Purge changed it to borderless window, which is always
Yeah, it
good.
needs to be full screen, please.
All right, well, you're going to see this real quick, and it's going to be probably pretty annoying for you guys. But we're back. We should be good now.
Not too bad.
Thanks, Purge. LSA from Sumail, QO. Okay, so it's going to be the mid QO Naga versus the Sumail Lina against. This is probably one of Sumail's favorite heroes, I would say. He plays it a lot.
For sure.
Anyway, Stormhammer. They'll have Febby getting caught. This is a tough lane. Crit and Fear are already putting on a lot of pressure. They went for the Enfeeble level 1 for Fear, which is interesting.
Okay. Just more focused on making Sven's last hitting even more difficult, but I feel like Tusk has no business in this lane. Like, what can he really do?
You have no business being here. So what does he do instead? Does he rotate elsewhere, goes mid, maybe,
I
perhaps?
think him just sitting mid lane, sharding the Lina over and over can create enough pressure to where somebody on the side of EG will feel like they want to move. Perhaps the Mirana, like she wants the arrow creeps, run around the map, and look for ways to kill. And even the top lane, the Bounty Hunter against the Dark Willow, like when Tusk hits level 2, they can probably chase this guy once he enters the, whatever his Slark thing is called, Shadow Realm. They can probably run him down, so. I think he can do a lot, but I guess he wants to wait for 2 and then do that.
Yeah, they're going to give 4F some solo experience in the meantime, top lane. This tri-lane down bottom, there's no wards blocking the camp, so they might be able to pull if you are Immortals, but we'll see. And Arteezy, no detection, level 2 right now. We'll see when he rotates. Maybe when he's 6, he starts rotating around the map. He might just want to farm. And Sumail has a level advantage on Kyo. He actually just evened it out here a moment ago, so we'll see. 10 last hits for Sumail. Again, this is probably one of his favorite heroes to play, and he's playing up against the Naga, who actually is doing rather well. Kyo is 11 last hits right now, so.
Yep, Naga's also not a weak laner. She could farm pretty decently against most heroes.
Right.
But yeah, the real big problem for Immortals is this bottom lane, right? Universe stealing a ton of damage, and there's no real way to stop it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for sure. I mean, he's just going to keep linking it up. Crit? Okay, he just gave that DD to Dubu, although I don't think he knew Dubu was on the high ground, so Dubu's going to get a couple of auto attacks. Crit has leap. He's probably going to have to use it here. He will leap himself away. Dubu has the Ice Shards at the ready. Sumail will come in. They have LSA, but they're not going to use it, so it is just going to be them getting zoned out by Dubu at the beginning stage of this
Dubu's 2 and 1
game.
creep, and then they might be able to snowball onto Sumail for a kill.
That's true. And they're backing up now, and Sumail's doing a lot of damage, so maybe not.
Yep, now he's off. He's out of vision in level 2, so Sumail steps up. It could be very, very bad.
Yes, this is true. He's actually TPing top. No, he's going back bottom.
Okay.
All right, well, just forget about that.
That's that. But still, he's got double damage for what? A couple seconds? Probably not long. All right, double damage. Probably won't do anything.
They will statically get enfeeble onto MP. Here comes the snowball. They're going to use it onto Universe, who's linking a lot of damage. 29. Poison touch. He's actually in some trouble here. Stormhammer and the Ice Shards. This will maybe secure
Very
first
nice.
blood. Good Shadow Wave coming in. He's also got the wand to work with. That will secure first blood. For Fear, he will get dropped down. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. It's going to be Dubu getting dropped, and then, of course, Febby getting the kill onto Universe. So,
All right, Mott. It looked good for Immortals in the beginning, but actually EG managed to get first blood first.
that's an early one for Universe. And then the Shadow Wave comes out as well from, or rather not the Shadow Wave, but just the stick and the Tango's helping him heal back up. So,
Yep.
Good stuff there for EG.
It's super annoying for Immortals to deal with this lane because they require a lot of resources to keep fighting, right? But on the side of EG, it's casual Brain Sap, casual Static Link. It's not a huge commitment in terms of mana cost, so.
And this is going to get worse as it goes on.
Can you try cranking game sounds?
Cranking game sounds. You mean on mine?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
Put it up to 50.
Yes. All right. I think we learned our lesson, guys.
Can you check PC sounds too?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, it's okay.
No, it's like we have no choice. We have no choice.
Oh, no.
It's the same.
It's at 50. All right, tap back in.
Who's that
Sorry,
beautiful man's
guys. Thanks,
face?
Kurt.
This whole thing was just a debate for you fools. You never saw it coming.
Yep.
Turkey. Anyway, Febby's going to get the grave off. He'll go for a TP. They have no Nightmare to work with. He will be able to make it away in time. I guess we're having some sound issues. I want to apologize. This is all Purge's fault, I'm going to say, playing on this computer last night. Not really, but... Anyways, what did we miss, Brax? Anything important?
Nothing. Dazzle TP'd out after getting static linked. That's about it. But this Dark Willow soloing in the safe lane, you know, Bounty Hunter's not the strongest 1v1 hero, right? He's pretty good at being elusive in the lane, pulling creeps, annoying support, stopping pulls. But once you put him in a unfavorable 1v1 matchup, it's pretty exploitable.
Yes.
And that's probably why we haven't seen this hero as an offlaner like we used to see back in the day.
I mean, just look at his CS right now. 13 last hits for him to the 29 of RTZ. Shadow Realm can continue to harass him. Obviously, the good news is he's going to have level 6 usually faster than he would have it when he's playing as a support role, so getting that track up is going to be important. But I don't know how much that's going to affect this game for Immortals.
Well, it's also he doesn't need a lot of these items to really come online, right? It's more level dependent, so I guess it's not so bad, but still. It's a free lane, essentially, for Dark Willow.
Free lane, indeed. Now I'm curious as to what RTZ is going to get. It looks like he's moving on to the Veil, potentially.
Yep.
So, I mean, it seems like a pretty good item in that particular hero. I like it.
It does indeed. And so Immortals are going to run into this issue where Naga doesn't really want to lane in front of the Lina because Lina can outpush her, outspam her. And then Bounty Hunter, same thing. He won't want to lane top, and they'll have to roam around the map. And they'll probably all congregate towards the bottom lane. And if EG are ready to help, because Razor's quite tanky, right? Bane's there too to help him survive. It can be very difficult for Immortals to make a play.
Oh, Forev. They need an LSA. The arrow's going to hit perfectly, and now Forev might give up a kill to Starstorm. He has Shadow Walk, can't get it off in time as the Dragon Slave comes in for Smail, securing the kill, so Forev will get dropped. Nice little kill as they roam in on the Mirana. Good stuff there for EG.
Nicely done. And we've got a 2K gold lead already at 6 minutes into the game. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's significant for sure. Universe is going to get caught with a Stormhammer, but there's no follow-up. Febby is really low. Fear wants the Brain Sap. Now Forever will TP in as well. Universe still walking up. Fear looking for Brain Sap. He'll Nightmare instead. Good Ice Shards. Fear's going to get caught. The Poison Touch. Brain Sap will keep him alive. Stormhammer is back up in 1, and there's going to be the kill going to Dubu. On the other side, they'll have Crit coming in. The dust comes out. The Static Link is there. The Stormhammer to follow up as well. Snowball him with the Ice Shards, and Dubu needs to be careful along with MP. Universe has stolen 78 damage, plus he has phase boots, so it will be a 1-for-0 trade for Immortals, but they rotate a lot of heroes just to get that Bane kill.
Very scrappy. And meanwhile, Sumail's basically taken the entire mid tower. It's at 400 HP after that. It's going to be a constant problem where this tower is always pressured, so Immortals feel like they have to deal with this Lina, but there's not the most kill potential with the Naga Siren, so I'm not sure what they need to do to break open this game.
He is just getting turned on now. Sumail actually might be the one in trouble. He has no Laguna Blade. He's already used it. LSA will hit. They have Song of the Siren. They need a Dragon Slave. Sumail can't get it off in time. There's the snowball. They will get the kill, though. Sumail turns it around, and Crit gets the arrow off as well. Dubu's going to get caught. It's a 2-for-0 trade for EG.
Oh,
now the dust up. Frev has a sentry as well on top of him. The Grave comes out. Nicely timed by Febi, but Sumail will turn onto him instead. He will get dropped. Crit leaps into a Sven, who Stormhammers immediately, and Mirana in some trouble. Another leap available. He will get down to the low ground. They don't have any way to get this kill. It will be, I think, a 2-for-1 for EG at the end of it, I believe. Yes.
Is that right?
According to the fight recap, it is.
Okay.
Oh. Well, Fears might give away the second kill, potentially. He's got boots. He's pretty speedy. Dubo has no ice shards or snowball. They have no ensnare, but Universe can't get there in time to save the ally. They will song up.
Comes out. All right.
They're going to try to get this kill. Universe, they have no ensnare again, but this is going to be close. The Stormhammer, they need the static link to get off in time for Universe, and it doesn't even matter. He's dead either way. Kyo will get the kill. Sumail rotates in. Now Frev, there's going to be the Laguna Blade from Sumail to get the kill. It's a double kill for Kyo, but here comes RTZ. The Bedlam is going to go, and Frev is just going to get blown away by that Shadow Realm pretty much instantly. Bramble Maze will root MP for now. They need another LSA. Good Stormhammer onto 2 for MP. Crit walking in, has the arrow available if he needs it. Looking for that LSA. They have the Terrorize as well, which MP just dodges swiftly. Actually just stopped as he get caught. Now the LSA will hit, and that should be enough to get the kill. RTZ will secure a double, and EG starting to find some very good fights across this map.
Yep, very well done. So that's a big cooldown, right? Sleep has been used. Now it's down for 115 seconds. Even though it's not like the biggest combat spell, it saves them in situations like that, right? And when you use it offensively to set up, it also gives the enemy a chance to TP in. A Moonlight Shadow, looking for anything. But yeah, these heroes look very hard to... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they did. They did it. Oh, they actually did it. The John Cena. EG, that should be successful. They had all 5 heroes Moonlit Shadowed. Congrat, says Dubu. WTF says Forev. They're a little confused by the bounties, but that's okay. Although RTZ in some trouble. Good Shadow Realm. Nicely done from him. Able to get out. He still has the Bedlam available. The Shadow Realm coming in. RTZ getting chased down. I just want to let you guys know for Game 2, we will have the audio fixed. Any issues that we have currently going on, we will take care of them. So we apologize profusely. Statically coming out for Evan some trouble. They will use the Weave to keep him alive. Good Shadow Wave. They actually don't have enough mana for the Grave to come out. So Universe will take the kill, or rather, RTZ gets the last hit. But very good rotations again. EG getting the job done.
Yeah, very nicely played. And when you look at Immortals' lineup, you see, all right, they got Naga Siren, Sven for the late game, sure. But at the same time, these heroes like Tusk and Bounty Hunter really excel when you're able to take these smaller skirmishes.
Yes.
They're not big team fighters, but they're really good at these early ganks when the fights aren't so 5v5 heavy.
Right.
And they do typically tend to fall off if you can't manage to find that power spike.
It's pick-off central, essentially, for Immortals, and they're going to try to find it again top lane. Fear. Not level 6 yet, but he does get the Brain Step off to heal himself up. He's still in a little bit of trouble. They will chase him down. They have the Shadow Walk Janata and Shuriken back up in a few seconds here. Fear's still going to get chased down. The Shuriken will finish him off, and that is just what you were talking about. Getting these ganks going for Immortals, perfectly done there. But in the meantime, bottom lane, they have the Static Link coming in, the Stormhammer to follow up as well. Shadow Wave to keep him alive and rather tanky, but the Bramble Maze instead, they're going to chase down Febi, who again does have the Grave, cannot even get it off in time, as RTZ does so much damage with Bedlam.
That skill is insane.
Yeah, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah. Now Immortals have level 6 on Bounty Hunter, right? So track kills can potentially start going their way. But they're losing towers. Mid tower's going to die to Sumail. It's at 100 HP. Nobody can defend this. And I imagine this bottom tier 1 is going to be next for EG.
Yes, I would think so as well. I will say, though, you do have a 3k lead for EG, but there is some late game potential here for Immortals. You have a Naga Siren. You have a Sven. If you start getting those track kills like you were talking about, you might be able to get back in this game.
They definitely struggle in the physical damage department on the side of Evil Geniuses, but down bottom, MP gets linked up.
There's the Bramble Maze coming in. The Snowball. Universe gets caught and killed, and the Bedlam will come out from RTZ. The arrow will hit. No, Dubu swiftly sidesteps it. Now Crit has to back himself away. They have them like Shadow. The Terrorize will come in. That'll hit only onto MP, but it'll push him back. LSA will miss just barely from Sumail. He has the Laguna Blade. Stormhammer coming in. Moonlight Shadow does go for this EG team, but now looks like Immortals are going to be the ones to back up. They have potential jump cure for EG. There was a sentry that spots, I think, pretty much everybody, actually, as they rotate in. So they will just sit behind the tower for Immortals. They won't get caught. They won't get killed. killed, and will slow things down here a little bit.
Yeah, by the way, we were talking about Sven being great in the late game. He has 0 points into cleave at level 7.
Oh, that is very interesting.
Yes. That is
So-
not what we're used to seeing for sure.
I guess he wants to fight early for MP. This is kind of what
He
he does.
does.
I mean, like on the gyrocopter as well, he likes to get involved. So
Well, when you think Immortals, right, these guys farm heroes. That's what they do.
yes,
They like to battle.
it's the run at you style, and even QO is going to be going for Boots of Travel before he even thinks about getting Radiance, which is rather interesting.
So there have been some recent changes to Naga. She got buffed lately,
Yes.
where her illusions deal more damage, and she got an agility growth gain. I wonder if perhaps we'll see a different build coming out. I doubt it. I think the Radiance is still too valuable and strong. but-
It would be so interesting because it just never happens, right? We've only
Yeah.
seen the Radiance build when we see this core Naga. Usually, maybe there's 1 or 2 games in the past couple of years that have been like an agility build, but I would be excited to see it. But I'm with you. I think it's probably too good for.
I just feel like
for him to pass up.
I feel like it would be worse, right? The Fusel Blade, sure, it's a great item, but it's even worse on illusions now than it used to be in the past.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's probably still Radiance.
Well, we'll see. Meanwhile, Arteezy is about to get caught. Stormhammer comes in. He has the raindrop. He has no Terrorize. In about 12 seconds, he does have the Shadow Realm. Forev's going to come in. They have the track. They're going to pop it up. Now he's going to try to chase down. They have the Bedlam to come through. Weave will come out. The Bramble Maze keeping Arteezy alive for now, but they're going to turn on him. They have the Snowball coming in. Godstrength MP looking for a Stormhammer. They're looking for some damage, but that Bramble Maze is too much. Arteezy's still in trouble, though. Another Shadow Realm comes out. The Terrorize. It's about to hit, and it will. It will hit onto MP. He will jump himself away. The Shadow Realm will do some serious damage, and Arteezy is making it so hard for them to gank this hero, and they only rotated one other person for EG here.
That was the 4-man from Immortals, and they struggled to get that kill. The cooldown on the Shadow Realm ability is quite low,
Yeah, what is it at the max level here?
12 seconds.
That's pretty good.
with the 5-second duration, so 7-second downtime.
And in the meantime, EG continue to push elsewhere. Universe working on the Tier 1 tower top lane. Sumail is just taking the enemy jungle. He already has his Yule Scepter. Bramble Maze coming in. They will dust up Forev. They need an arrow, which they have. The Shadow Realm will hit one more attack. They might not even need the arrow. The Storm should do the job, and it will. EG will find themselves a kill. So, I mean, you tried ganking Arteezy, but he turns around and takes out the Bounty Hunter, which is kind of depressing here for Immortals.
Yep, and Kyo actually has a Diffusal Blade in his quick buy, so it looks like we will not be seeing a Radiance build.
Oh, that's kind of hype, actually. I guess it's more early game centric, one would assume.
It is for sure.
Oh, Nightmare top lane. They have the Fiend's Grip. No, it's down on cooldown.
Oh, nice
Universe
shards.
is in some serious trouble. Drums come out, but that will not save him. Gets slowed up, and he will get auto-attacked down by Febby. Meanwhile, Fear will go for a TP. That will be successful. Nice little turn there for Immortals. They rotate out of that bottom lane and start putting pressure onto this top lane.
Yep, nicely done, but it feels like they need more, right? They need to keep the old steamroll going. They need to get more kills, more track kills. Sven's not going to catch up into this game by hitting creeps. He's fully committed to maxing Warcry.
Yes.
No points in cleave still, at level 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, again, track kills are going to be really useful for him. He has the drum to work with as well to help his team get some extra kills going his way. Again, QO is still farming rather well, though, all things considered. He's just behind Arteezy. Again, Sumail hasn't been involved in too many of these fights, but he is top of the net worth at 7,200. And immediately, this is what you were talking about. EG, they're going to move down to this bottom tier 1 tower and take this thing rather quickly.
Yep, the movement was scattered out by this Observer Ward in front of the Dire Tier 1, so Immortals are going to dodge and play the other 2 lanes.
Yes, they'll try to split push instead. And P doing some work on this tier 1 tower top lane. Forev and QO in the meantime just farming mid, but they might get run out here. They're going to send some illusions. Moonlight Shadow might have spotted Fear, actually. The illusion's coming in. The arrow will hit. It's just onto an illusion crit. We'll realize this here in a moment. So, nice dodge. Meanwhile, top lane, Arteezy looking for MP. He's going to Warcry, but they can turn this. The Veil's going to get dropped down. The Shadow Realm coming in. He needs to back up. Now he knows that Febby is up here, and he's probably going to know that a lot of other heroes are rotating in as well. The Snowball under the tier 1 tower. Now Arteezy getting chased down. There's the Walrus Punch. They have the Ice Shards. He's in some serious trouble. He has the Terrorize. He's going to use it. Might keep him alive. Another Shadow Realm coming in, and the Bane will rotate as well. You've got to get out if you're Immortals. They're looking for Forev, but they don't have any detection, at least not on the crit, and Fear is a little bit too far away as well. They're going to have the LSA just missing out of Dubu. He's under the tier 1 tower. A lot of diving. Good Bramble Maze. Arteezy a little bit low. Needs to be careful. They're going to pop the God Strength. They're going to hit the stun onto one, but Universe static linking. MP is dropped down at Febby. He might be next. He will have to grab himself the ensnare on the other side. QO is trying to chase down Arteezy, but the Bedlam damage is just so much. They're going to drop him as well. A 3-for-0 trade in EG. A great fight in Immortals. They're still just losing out on so much here, and they might even lose out on another hero. They're about to spot Dubu. They have found him. The Dragon Slave will secure a 4th kill for Evil Geniuses, and so a great fight coming out in that top lane for EG.
Immortals just keep trying to go on this Dark Willow, and they're never able to kill her before the Shadow Realm comes back up again. And they essentially waste these abilities that they need to start the engagement, right? That's the Snowball Walrus Punch combo. And then this Bramble Maze ability seems ridiculous. Right?
It's been owning.
It zones the entire team fight. Razor ends up getting a full link off. There was, up top in the beginning, QI actually ran circles through everything and dodged all the roots on the Bramble Maze, but...
It's tough to get through. It is a very good lockdown ability. Meanwhile, they're going to say, we're smoking. And in fact, they are. Crit, in fact, is smoking. He's going to use the dust. They will get the kill. Laguna Blade, maybe not even needed. A lot of damage pumped out, but EG will get the job done. In the meantime, they're rotating on top. MP might have to Stormhammer this. The Static Link will come through. There's the Terrorize about to come out. Should hit onto one, and it will. It's onto MP. Shadow Realm and Bramble Maze will come out in just a moment. Here it comes. The Shadow Realm damage is going to be there in Universe, doing so much damage. Arteezy will get the last hit with Shadow Realm, doing so much damage there to secure that kill. And so EG will find another 2 kills going their way.
Yep, very nicely done. EG in full control, only Naga is pretty much farming, but it's not the Radiance Naga, right? We're not going to see that big wave push coming out from the Naga Siren.
Yep.
It's more of a combat-focused build, but I'm not sure if the Illusions could even do that much in these team fights. Like, there's a bit of AoE. You have the Starstorm, the Plasma Field. That's level 1, by the way, so it's not going to actually do anything, but I don't know. I just can't see them being able to do that much in these fights.
Yeah, I agree. QO is going to have a rough time until he gets a bit more farm. And like you mentioned, he can't even really split push that well because of the lack of Radiance. So they still have all of their Tier 1 towers up for Evil Geniuses. They've taken all of the Tier 1 on the opposite team. So right now, EG have a 9K advantage. A lot of that, of course, is going to be in those towers. But again, they're doing very well here, Brex.
Yep, they've been taking the towers. Look at these nice deep wards from EG. They essentially see everything that happens top and mid lane, so they can farm appropriately and play up on the map without any real threat. So, I mean, Arteezy can just push up as far as he wants. It seems like he can't die with Shadow Realm as long as, it buys so much time for people to come in.
Yeah, he has a lot of help too. Universe running with drums. Crit has the Moonlight Shadow. Not only that, though, Arteezy will have a Midas to work with as well. He just picked it up. He just brought it out of his backpack. He will get a lot more gold here in the near future. So, pretty good stuff for him.
Yep, pretty good indeed. Now we have Immortals making their way to the top lane. See, even though Immortals, they've been losing fights, they're down, and they know it. They don't resort to farming, right? They know they're not going to get back into this game by hitting creeps. They need to take a team fight on their terms.
Last time they were at the Tier 1 tower, it didn't really go well, but they will take this Tier 1 here in a moment for Immortals. It's going to be grabbed by MP, gets the last hit, and they're going to continue to push up in this top lane. I think EG probably know this, though. I think they have a pretty good understanding that Immortals are all behind MP in this top lane. One would assume anyway. So they're going to move bottom instead for EG. Oh, Universe's Ring of Health. Is he actually going to do this? No, probably not. I think he's just going for a step, unfortunate.
Yep.
Anyway. All right. MP still 5-manning top lane. Arteezy, they're going to have a 5-man bottom potentially, although they'll rotate Crit up top. But this is good stuff for Immortals. They finally get a Tier 1. Maybe they can get a Tier 2 out of this. It would be a good trade even if they lose their own Tier 2 bottom lane, which they definitely might.
Yep, trades are very favorable for Immortals if they can manage to get it, but they don't have that much tower damage. Also, EG doesn't either, but if Sven wants to secure a tower, he has to pop God Strength, which is a big cooldown. So,
yeah, that is true.
Easy.
Can they TP for this? They might. They're going to.
Yep.
It's Arteezy coming in. He's got the Shadow Realm. He will use it immediately. Forev's going to get caught. Almost killed, in fact. Sentry comes out a little bit too late. They have the Bramble Maze. That'll also miss. Universe on the run, but instead the Illusions are being dealt with. QO will TP away. Sumail chasing some heroes down. He has a Haste Rune. This could be huge if he can find an LSA, and he should find Dubu in a moment. And he will hit it off. Laguna Blade might not even be needed. He will pop it anyways. Secure the kill. And they get the deny on the tower as well. So it just feels worse and worse for Immortals as this game progresses.
Yep, when you look at the Immortals lineup, you think early game, all right, they need to fight a lot. They need to be able to find these kills, and we're kind of falling flat, it feels like. It's very difficult at this stage.
Febby is...
There's an arrow coming.
Oh, just missed him. Crit almost had the arrow to hit. That was kind of dangerous from Febby, but he knew what he was doing. He'll be able to get out in time, so...
Yep.
All right, I mean, it's a 9K lead. This is kind of what we expected with the draft being mostly randoms for Immortals with a couple of picks here and there. EG picked all of their heroes. They wanted to complete the range bounty. They complete the You Can't See Me John Cena bounty, so they're getting a lot more Moonbucks as well. The game's not over. It's a 10K lead at 20 minutes, but again, just feels like this is going to get more rough as the game progresses.
Yep, we've seen Bounty Hunter comebacks so far in the Midas Mode tournament, especially Team Liquid.
Yes.
So a couple kills go their way. perhaps they can get back into it. But it's not easy to fight, right? They need a pick off, not really a full skill team fight.
And that's what's going to happen here potentially. MP he actually is spotted. Fear had the vision with the Observer Ward. The Nightmare comes in. Dubu still smoked up. The arrow should hit. It's on to Febby instead. Stormhammer only onto one. Universe thinking about going back in. The Ice Shards won't block him up fully. They're waiting for the rest of their team. They still have Arteezy mid. And it looks like because he's there, they're not going to commit to this full 5-on-5 engagement for EG. Although, they might find Sumail, who's tracked up, actually. Yule Scepter, the Ice Shards, he's going to get forced away. He has the Yule still to work with. The LSA heading on to 2. The Fiend's Grip, they've got the Dragon Slave, the Laguna Blade. They'll find one. Can they get anything else? Sumail will get dropped down. Now QO in a lot of trouble. They have the Song of the Siren. Still in trouble. The Bedlam, not enough damage. He's sitting at 15 HP. He will TP home. It'll be a 1-for-1 trade, and it's a very good trade so far for Immortals. Can they get anything else, though? Febby, Nightmare up. The Terrorize will hit as well. One way or another, he's dead. He has no grave. He has no TP to work with, and he'll get dropped down. But it's 2 supports for the price of Sumail.
Well, Sumail was a very big kill. 639 gold going the way of MP, Sven. And he actually went for the Shadow Blade to try to help find some of these pickoffs, engagements. But EG, they were positioned very nicely up on the hill, right? They have an Observer Ward, a Sentry, ready to break the smoke if anything happens.
Yeah, and now got Strength down. QO's Song of the Siren is down. But EG, they don't have an Aegis to work with here. They're still, it's pretty early in the game. It's 22 minutes in. They might not... Oh! Shadow Realm has to go. Arteezy's TP is canceled from that Shuriken toss. He will back himself up in a way, but that is going to at least keep him on this side of the map for now. Whew.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's tough out there.
Are they actually chasing this? The arrow will hit on Dubu. The Bramblade is going to come out. The Brain Sap, he's dead. Frev getting chased down, but he has a couple of tracks. They'll pop the Drum Charge. The Dust will hit. It's going to be the Shadow Realm. A lot of damage being done. The Static Link Force from Universe looking for this kill. He's walking him away. Frev now going to get brought down by that last auto attack. Universe will secure the kill. And they will chase Sumail elsewhere, but they can't quite find him. So a 2-for-0. And meanwhile, MP's been caught. They've got the Bedlam. They've got the Brain Sap. They've got more than enough damage. And EG continues to dominate here in this game.
Yep, EG's dominating the map, but look at the net worth. Q is at the top of the charts now, and he has a relic in his inventory, so going back for the Radiance.
He's going Radiance. All right. Uh-oh. Sumail ensnared up. He has the LSA. He's going to pop it. That'll be into Febby. Snowball coming in. The Yule Scepter will keep him alive for now. He has stick charges as well, but Sumail in a lot of trouble. The Walrus punching. QL will secure the kill. That is a giant kill. That's the top net worth hero, rather the second net worth hero on EG getting dropped down by the Naga Siren.
Yep, very nicely done. Much needed kill, and... we're talking about how this game was getting pretty bad, but Immortals bringing back the gold a bit. I think it was 11k, right? Now it's about 9.
Yes.
Not too shabby at all. And Radiance is going to come online. These heroes struggle to push lanes. All right, Razor, not great. Dark Willow, same thing. Only Lina actually pushes these lanes very quickly, so it could be very difficult for EG to deal with this.
So how do you combat it then? Do you try to take objectives, try to get Roche? I mean, what do you do here?
You need to be able to force the next objective, and I believe you need to do Roshan before you can actually hit the high ground. But at the same time, you don't really want to just walk into the Roche pit against heroes like Naga, Tusk, and get blocked off, Song of the Siren.
There's also a Bounty Hunter to get them some vision as well.
Yeah, exactly. They just need to be able to keep up the pressure on the map, so Immortals have a difficult time leaving their base. But it's still, they're dominating the game, but they can't force the next objective, and that's going to give Naga Siren time.
Yes. And I think Crit is making the right move here. He bought a Gem of True Sight. He has it on him. And so now they take the vision advantage back for EG, and that should be fine.
Yeah, very important to do that against these heroes that just want to rat and make space for Naga. And, all right, speaking of Roshan, Immortals are actually, they smoked into the pit.
Yeah, they're in there already. I don't think EG have any idea this is happening.
No, not at all. It's not fast at all, so it's very, very unexpected, right?
Dubu going to get caught and killed. Arteezy will get a godlike spree because of it, but Roshan's still getting taken, but again, like you mentioned, very slowly. They have the medallion onto Febby, but if EG know this is happening, they can go for a smoke play and try to find a target or two.
It's just so unexpected. Like, how can Naga and Dazzle do Roshan in an efficient manner at this stage of the game?
They really can't. And they're going to try, though.
Oh, man, but EG are smoke.
The smoke's about to break.
Pop.
Crit's going to know, yeah. He's going to arrow into pit, I think, here in a moment. Q is going to get caught. The arrow will hit onto Febby. The Terrorize comes out as well, and they're all going to die. 2 dead, and that means EG will say thank you very much for getting Roche low. We'll take it. We'll grab the Aegis, and we'll start moving into your side of the river.
Yeah, if they die like their hopes and dreams of winning game 1.
Oh, God.
It's very sad.
It's very sad. It's a disastrous story for Immortals here. The Bounty Hunter maybe not be able to save them in this game, despite it doing really well in a lot of the other games they've played.
Yep, from what, 35 seconds now, no Naga Siren, and EG are free to just march up to the high ground.
Arteezy has done some serious work in this Dark Willow. He's doing a lot of damage. He's going to be going for Nocturne Core. He is TP'd in. This Tier 3 tower is going to get clipped up for now. Sumail doing a lot of damage. He has the Shadow Blade level 18 as well. Universe, he's got a Hurricane Pike. He has his own medallion now working on Eye of the Storm Aghanim Scepter. They will take the Tier 3. Can they get more? Again, there's no buyback, so Naga's still dead for 12 seconds. They should be at least be able to get this melee racks here. Can they get the range? Probably. It looks like they're just going to get a full set of racks.
Yep, Immortals, no way to fight without their Naga Siren. And even if Naga was alive, once EG makes it to that point of their base, right, it's not like she's the strongest combat hero. Right? She'll throw illusions in one at a time to slowly tick them down with the Radiance Burn, but unless they actually engage, EG can probably just chip away at the tower.
Yeah, they will get the Tier 2 bottom for Mortals, but, you know, despite Naga getting a lot of farm, it's just not enough. She's still very susceptible to deaths. Q will be across the map elsewhere. They'll take the Shrine for EG, and at this point, I feel like it's just going down the checklist. In terms of getting buildings and objectives for EG.
Yep, I think we've seen the first Dark Willow game where we're truly seeing how strong this hero can be. We've seen this hero played in multiple positions, in the mid lane, in this game, the side lane, and even support. So.
Yep. I think the heroes look strong when someone like Seneko has played him, but Arteezy playing him in the core role has looked dominant. I mean, he's almost 6-slotted. He just needs one more item and maybe to get the Midas away as well. He has the Octarine Core. He's not the one with the Aegis. That is Sumail, who now has a Dragonlance to work with. LSA coming in. He's got plenty of range, and they're going to just take this Tier 3 potentially. They'll need to be careful. MP will pick up his BKB. That's a huge item in the meantime. QO is split pushing. He's trying to get something done here, but again, they're going to lose another Tier 3 while he pushes in, and they might just TP home now for EG. It looks like they're backing up, and they're going to do just that. Yes, they will TP home. QO will try to get out. He has Song. He will pop
TP
it.
canceled.
Oh, wow, they actually did.
But it doesn't matter. QO's out of there anyways. Pump seal TPs just to be safe. But yeah, right, Sumail, he has the Dragonlance, Selena, tons of attack speed and damage. Sieges the tower from such a safe distance away. And honestly, Naga Siren can't really do that much being there. She wants to be the one that's causing the pressure, making EG feel like the ones that they need to go back. But, you know, she got half the tower. Not bad.
Yeah.
Also not good enough.
I think EG will probably push in this next wave in bottom. That's probably where they're going to focus their efforts. Although they're going to Moonlight Shadow and look for Dubu top lane. Could be a pretty big kill. He's going to get caught, slowed up on the other side as well. They're going to find another. That's QO dead instantly to the Bedlam. The snowball will keep Dubu alive, but Jesus. Did she die like instantly? I didn't even see it.
She got exploded.
Yep. And next is going to be MP. Although he does have a BKB, he might need to use it. Can't get it off in time to terrorize the Laguna Blade. Even if he uses the BKB, he still might be in some serious trouble. And that's 3 dead again, Immortals. It's 28-10, and that is it. GG, well played. And EG with a great draft. They picked all of their heroes, unlike Immortals, who, you know, they tried getting back into the game with the Febby Bounty Hunter, or rather 4F Bounty Hunter. Didn't really work out in that game.
Yep, very nice to play both teams. I'm glad we got to see Dark Willow play to... it just felt so dominant, right?
Yes.
They kept trying to go onto this hero, but she's so elusive with the Shadow Realm. Just looks super strong.
Look at this. We already got some ranks here for Dubu and Febby. How hype. Is that Ancient or is that Divine? I'm not even sure. I can't remember. Well, anyways.
I don't know.
It's not important. What is important is that EG will take the first game in this best-of-3 series. They do it pretty much dominantly. Not much to say besides that. Very good play from Arteezy on the Dark Willow. 0 deaths for him. Also 0 deaths from Mirana for crit. Really well played. EG looking good here in this game 1. So we will take a quick break. We'll jump into game 2. Of course, I want to apologize for the sound issues. Something came up last night, I believe, and it's something we have to fix here in just a moment. Should be fixed for game number 2. So make sure you guys stick around here. As we'll go to a break, we'll go to the panel after that. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to Midas Mode. Now, we started this day a little bit worried about how the games would go. We were concerned about all the randoming, ruining Midas Mode, and taking away from it, but the teams were fine. In fact, it was the first time that really, well, we were at fault. But it wasn't all of us. There was some in particular that ruined the audio.
Yeah, shame. Audio shame, Purge.
Oh.
All right.
All right, he's
let
been
him go.
Get out of here. Get out of sight. All
He
right.
wanted to play Dota games on the production PC last night.
Day 9 was playing some Dota and wanted Purge to come along, and so he hopped on like a good friend that he is. I saw Day 9 was owning on Night Stalker, and Purge was giving him quite the hand. So they did pretty well for themselves, but it is what resulted in our audio issue. So apologies. We're going to be working on that during the break. But gentlemen, Turkeyman, how did you enjoy it?
Dark Willow is awesome.
Yeah, cool hero.
Very cool hero.
Yep.
Terrorize might be a little bit too good. Might need a bit of a nerf on the second ultimate. The first one's probably fine.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are testing the audio. Reginald.
It's fucked this shit. All right, we gotta reset.
All right, it's F'd in the A. We shall be turning off the stream, I guess.
For like maybe a minute. Then we're
For
Maybe
1
a minute.
minute.
For 1 minute. So whatever you do, don't panic. Everything's going to be fine. Wait a minute.
Picnic time?
Oh, my God. Something's very wrong. Everyone